Standard 9, Subject History and Political Science, Chapter 2, India's Foreign Policy. Dear children, in this chapter we are going to study about India's foreign policy. All countries are members of the international system. Each country has to decide the nations with which it should be friendly, in which bloc it should participate, or what position it should take in international relations. Such decisions should be made thoughtfully. The theoretical framework in which such decisions are taken is called foreign policy. Every sovereign and independent country decides its own foreign policy. National interest and foreign policy are closely connected to each other. National interest is fostered through foreign policy. National interest implies the means through which the independence and sovereignty of our country can be safeguarded. National interest also includes efforts to achieve our economic development and to take steps towards increasing our national power. National interest and foreign policy. Foreign policy is drawn up to foster the national interest of defense and economic development. National interest is considered to be the goal and foreign policy is considered to be the means to achieve it. Goals of nations change with changes in conditions and time. Accordingly, national interest also changes. These changes are reflected in the foreign policy. Therefore, foreign policy is always dynamic. Foreign policy decides what kind of relations to have with each country in the international system. But several factors affect foreign policy while it is being decided. Geographical location. The size, population, topography, coastline, availability of natural resources, all these factors need to be considered while deciding the foreign policy of any country. Political system. Federal political systems have to take into account the inclination of the constituent states while shaping foreign policy, because the affairs of neighboring nations affect constituent states. Economy. In modern times, the economic condition of any country has acquired great importance in deciding foreign policy. As a result, the economy impacts foreign policy in two ways. Foreign policy is shaped by the need to establish economic relations with other countries. Import, export, participation in world trade, all aimed at strengthening the economy of the country. In today's world, the issue of economic security are as important as national security. A country is recognized to be powerful proportion to the economic security it enjoys. Countries have a strong economy are less dependent on others and they can have an independent foreign policy as well. National leadership. The President, the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, the Defense Minister, the Finance Minister and the Home Minister have a role in deciding foreign policy. The persons holding these positions try to maintain the continuity in foreign policy and to improve upon it. For example, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru contributed the policy of non-alignment to India's foreign policy. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee contributed a great deal to improving Sino-Indian relations. Administrative factors. Minister of External Affairs, Foreign Secretary, embassies in different countries, diplomatic officers, etc. are the administrative factors involved in creating foreign policy. Even though the final decisions about foreign policy are taken by the Prime Minister and the Minister of External Affairs, the administrative machineries help to arrive at the decision. The administrative officers collect information needed to shape the foreign policy, analyze it, and give appropriate advice based on it. In next video, we'll continue India's foreign policy. Thank you.